Hello and welcome back to the finish line, proudly sponsored by Hollywoodbets, the home of the Punter Challenge. Speaking of Punter Challenge, there is going to be one, as I said, day one of our video. This is day two of Cheltenham Festival final picks, by the way. Forgot to say that. Punter Challenge every day of the Cheltenham Festival. You will be in with a chance of winning €250 of the prize pool each day. Top five of the leaderboard, as always. €100 for first, 65 second, 45 third, fourth gets 25, and fifth gets 15. So the usual terms and conditions apply. €10 bet from 7 days out. So from now, we'll get you into day one. And then if you have a bet on Wednesday, that'll cover Wednesday for day two. Same on day three and day four. So if you don't want to have a bet, you can simply enter for free. And if you win any of the prize, it'll be donated to the Irish Horse Welfare Trust. And as well as that, our match bets that we have between each other will be going towards the Irish Horse Irish Horse Welfare Trust. Yeah. So as always, I'll be down as the finish line. Dave is Dave O'Keefe at
Dave O'Keefe one
at Hotmail, or what is it?
No, it's just Dave O'Keefe.
What is it? I thought for some reason I think anytime you put that in, it's your email address. And Tom is Dundalk winner. Or winners?
Winner.
And Cheltenham offer. He's disgusted he called himself that.
We can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Your mic is off.
I muted my mic. The dog was barking. I didn't think that was going to be on a video at any stage when I created that account. So
I'm so happy it is.
Whoops.
You just dug your own hole for you. But the Cheltenham daily free bet offers. So deposit €10 each day. So deposit €10 on the Tuesday and have a €10 bet in the first race, second race, and third race. And the second to third race result is confirmed. You will get a €10 free bet for the fourth, which is the championship race of each day. So do the same thing from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Deposit €10 each day. €10 bet in the first, second, third race. You get €10 free bet for the championship race. And you can use that five each way if you want as well. So it's not restricted to just win. And also best odds guaranteed as soon as declarations are out, which will be 48 hours before each day. So you won't have to worry about prices. Swell with multiples, so you can cover your best odds guarantee with your doubles, trebles, straight singles, but that doesn't include your Yankees, Trixies, or Lucky 15s, but everything else. And there's a price boost of 2 selections, 2%, 3%, and so on. I'll have all the information you need in the description, all the links, all the terms and conditions that you need to look at as well going forward. So let's get started with day two. These are our final selections as we are literally, days now, Wednesday, 6 days out.
Yep. It's so nearly the end of the week, and then all we got to get through is the weekend. Like, it's Thursday tomorrow. Like,
I'm just dreading Friday week when I have nothing to look forward to anymore, ever. Yeah.
Jesus,
we have the Midlands National.
It's true though.
We have the Midlands National.
That's how after the mountain pipe. That's how every person that watches racing will feel for at least 1 hour.
But you know what we have then after the mountain pipe? You know what we have after the mountain pipe?
Dundalk.
Exactly, and Punter Challenge again.
It is though. That's literally that sounded like really, really depressing, but that's how you feel when the last race is over. Like,
Speaking of Dundalk,
what purpose has my life now?
But you won't, Dave, because you're going to be straight into the Punters Challenge in Dundalk. It's going to be brilliant.
It is.
It's a nice little wean off. Just keeps you going.
It won't be, because we'll be after winning money and you'll waste it at Suddle or somewhere as well.
Sedgefield. That's on one of the days. I know that one.
Musselburgh's on the Fridays always.
Is it?
Starts at like 10:30.
I see that on something today on Twitter. Someone saying things that people say the week of Cheltenham. Shrudies tell you that the real bets are at Sedgefield.
You're giving out to people something like that, and you're the one picking up 10 to 1. Yeah, we'll have that at Kempton or something.
But it happens every year. Well, obviously we're not going to the pub this time. But every year, Tom, like, have this conversation right before, right? We have the bet, and then we'd pool our money together and like split stakes and stuff with Cheltenham, because obviously everything is trying and it's good to have outsiders back, so on and so forth. and he'll be sitting there, and Sedgefield will come on, and he's gone.
No, hold up now.
And then
Hold up
something-
now.
Muscle
How many
Bar or
teams
someone.
you backed last year at Muscle Bar or someone stupid like that? Yeah.
There's a pair of you in it, lads.
He
There's
brings
a
me
pair
down.
of-
Kettle
That's
calling the
the
pot
thing.
black there.
He brings me down with him. Once I have 3 points of me, then you know what I mean.
Sorry, how much do you want?
What's your name, Andrew?
If we get over there, next year, which we better get over there, Hollywoodbets. Thank you very much. We should go up to Uttoxeter on the Saturday as well.
Nice way of getting it already, isn't it?
Yeah, Midlands National. I love that race.
So go up there for the Saturday as well, up to Uttoxeter. It's not too far away from Birmingham to get the plane home. So good
I
crack.
don't think we'll be any fit state if we went over to Cheltenham for a Saturday racing.
We're going to be gone for a week because you have to get there on the Monday and go drinking. It's great crack. So
Andrew doesn't get hangovers, so when you go to Punchestown and he's like, obviously the 3 or 4 of us that go, they're all in the room, and he's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Dave, come on, we go get breakfast.
oh no.
Dave, come on, we go get breakfast.
This is exactly what I do.
Dave,
I keep going
come
till
on,
he
we
gets
go-
up.
and then I don't even enjoy breakfast because I'm hungover, and I just sit there giving out because of a pain in my head.
Breakfast is lovely.
No, can't be doing that now.
I could drink from 12 in the morning till 12 at night and wake up at 8 o'clock and be grand.
And the thing is, then he'll go back up to the room. He might buy the paper. He'll read the paper, fall asleep. Oh, I full belly now. I'll have a little nap, and I'm wide awake.
Just wait until you get old like me, Andrew. It takes you 2 days to recover from a good night out.
It takes you 2 days to recover from walking up the stairs.
Jesus.
Jeez, that's hard.
I'm at that stage, so don't worry. Right, we get going. The Ballymore Novice Hurdle, Grade 1. So we have Bob Olinger in a 5-2 favourite, Galliard de Mesnil at 11-4, Brave Man's Game 7-2, Appreciate 7s, Bear Gills at 16s, Meteor 16s, The Real Deal, who's not going to run, 20-1, Bigger the Rest. Bob Train, Galliard, Boat, let's go.
It's just another good race to look forward to. I do respect Brave Man's Game as well, but I think the Irish horses are better. And I've been with Gaillard de Mesnil all since December, and I don't really feel the need to change my mind.
That's fair
I'll
enough.
have my scarf with me that day as well, and I'll be wearing it proudly. And I nearly headbutt the mic there.
So close. No, you're not wearing that. I don't
will.
have a Bob one. I want a
will.
Bob one.
Ask Rob Core for it.
Rob
or-
Cork, can I have a Bob Olinger scarf, please?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Suppose I just got one sent.
Yeah, it would be actually. That'd be quite nice. It's not going to happen, but there you go.
No, it's not going to happen. Tom, you've seen the beast himself in the flesh. Is he everything we hope for and more?
He's a beast, lads. He's an absolute beast. Yeah, look, I wasn't fully on the Bob train at the start, but I definitely am now. We've missed a bit of the price here. If you're just watching this now, he's only about 5-2, but I just think he wins, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's just unbelievable. He's the best thing since sliced bread. I think he's just an absolute airplane. He's gears, cruising speed, jumps well and stays. He's everything you want in a Ballymore horse. Galliard de Mesnil, I genuinely, look, I respect him as a horse. I think he's a
You
very,
don't.
very good horse. I do.
You don't.
I don't.
Just be honest about it.
I do.
you
I
love
think
Bob.
he's very good.
You saw Bob and you were in love, and everything else just.
It was this time
Like
last year where he
pasteurised.
ran this bumper, and I was like, "Good Jesus, would you look at that?" He's hasn't let me
It's-
down since.
It's when you see that, like a woman, and you just that she can do no wrong, and everything else then just passes you by. You're just focused on that because you've missed like.
But he hasn't done anything wrong yet.
Gaillard comes first or second, he's not as the way you make him out to be. He's not at all slow. Like,
I don't think he's fast.
see,
I genuinely don't think he's fast. I think if he ran into Albert Bartley, he'd absolutely piss up.
he wouldn't stay.
He stays and he stays further. We had this conversation today on between each other. If Bob ran in the Supreme, I reckon he'd win the Supreme as well. I think he has everything. He, as I said, cruising speed, jumps, and stays. Galliard, I'm convinced he's a stayer. There's nothing that struck me. Like, I'd hold my hands up and say if I thought he had a lot of pace. I don't think he does. I think Brave Man's game, I don't know. It's a very visually good win that when he won at Newbury, I think it was. I don't know. When I seen it, I thought, geez, what?
It was a bad race. He's good though.
Yeah, I was when I seen it, I was like, Jesus, that was good. Then I watched it back again. I was like, yeah, he got a freebie. Horses in behind were just probably let him go too much. What was in behind him? Not much. I think there's something there to beat him. I think he'll be a lot better over a fence. But look, when push comes to shove, I'm on the Bob Allinger train since last year. I'm on them at ridiculous prices for this. So I had a mini heart attack today when the money started coming from the Supreme. But come today, first day at Cheltenham. This is either going to make my Cheltenham or break my Cheltenham.
If you could hear properly, you'd be worried the roof is going to cave in because the wind is that bad right now.
Is it? I genuinely can't hear it.
It's lashing. It's really bad here as well.
See, soft ground first day, Tom.
Wind, not rain. Wind makes the ground dry out.
It's wind and rain.
It's only wind here.
He's so in love with Bob, he's lost his ability to hear and everything.
Just know what's going on.
The negativity's gone. Don't listen to bullshit.
Block out the negativity, yeah. Very good.
But yeah, Bob, for me, wins this. And I think Galliard will be second. Okay, moving on.
Just a really slow second.
Plodding on.
Yeah.
And never near a second. That's what's going to be the race of post.
28 lengths behind.
Outpace 2 out. Stayed on, never near.
Do you know what he's like, Andrew? Another horse. I think he ran in this actually. Did he run in this, Dave? That slow plodder, Envoy Allen.
Yes.
The boat.
He's very slow.
Slow plodder.
What a horse. At least he's trained by someone unbelievable again.
God, imagine if you lose.
Imagine.
Whew.
We'll get on to that in a few minutes. This is not going to take long. Monkfish wins, lads.
Yeah,
he's an absolute steering job.
Monkfish. There's nothing in the race, so yeah, Monkfish for me anyway.
I did a bet and I sent it in to you guys today. And it was a very, very chunky bet for me. The double with Mugfish and Envoy Allen is just over 2-1. I just don't know what beats either of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I've €30 double on that as well, which is a big bet for me. So
I just decided today. I said, look, nothing beats them. I don't think anyway. So, and I think Monkfish could go off 2s on easily.
This is another horse where I have a good anti-post bet on. I have him as 17-2 and 12-1. So if he wins, oh my God, this is the first and second race. 2 of them win on the second day.
I think you can nearly.
You'll be seeing me doing a John Milan riding up and down Ballybeg naked on a horse.
Your percentage chance of winning this one is very high. Very high.
That's what it's going to be like.
Yeah. I think you've brought about 18 fences and then that's all you have to worry about.
Yeah. Like Royal Guy's not good running this. Eclat de Ria probably will, but it's probably.
It's a nice horse and is one for the future, but it isn't as good as Monkfish, I don't think.
No, the big breakaway. God only knows what he's doing. Latest exhibition probably not going to run here. What?
Headcase, the big breakaway.
Yeah. Latest exhibition probably safe for Fairy House. Next destination probably will run here. Sporting John, if he wins this, I'd stop watching Chet. No, I won't. That's a lie. Colreeve will go to Mayor's. Conflated. No. Look, it's just nothing in the race.
Nothing in it. There's nothing in it.
It's not a blessed thing in it. He could give him a 2 furlong head start, and I say he's still beaten. Look, Monkfish wins it. Let's move on. He win. I've also him to win this and win the Gold Cup next year.
That's a good bet.
18-1. Right, Coral Cup. Same as always. Our handicap full video if you want our full analysis of all this, but we're just going to give our short little answers for this one. Kashari, I mean Tom.
Come on, Kashari. One of my handicap bets of the week. Dave, I think we're going to have to do another match bet for the Irish Horse Welfare Trust because you hate this horse as much as Andrew hates Galliard de Mesnil.
I don't hate him.
You do hate him, Andrew.
Right. Go back to that match bet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be a match bet. That one, Bob and Gary Ardemesta.
Yeah, I'll have two today then. Yeah, I'll have a match bet.
So that's 30 altogether so far.
Who do you want, Dave? You can take your pick here.
In the
say Grand Roy or a pikey.
If in the handicap video, I said Craig Nish because not Willie Mullins. Nicky Henderson has a good record in this race. I truly do not get the Khashari thing. I think it's just pure hype. You go back through his form, it doesn't stand up to being a Coral Cup winner. A very smart young man that's in our group.
The smart people in our group.
There is George 2.0, as we call him. Really fancies You Raise Me Up, Martin Brazel's horse, and I tend to agree with him. Martin Brazel wouldn't be sending something over if he didn't think it had a chance. So
he's in good form as well, Martin Brazel. Just for people who don't know,
that's a right good chance. And if you go back through his form, it makes sense as well. So he has a chance. Him and Craig Nish. That's who I'd be going for. And I literally said to Andrew, if Botox has wins this race, I'll just give up because I'm after backing him every single race this year. And he's let me down every time.
So have a guess who I'm backing.
Botox has.
There you go.
Of course. And he'll probably win. Tom, I'll go for You Raise Me Up in the match bet.
Oh, I didn't want you to say that. Yeah, fair enough. I was just saying there as well, for anyone who isn't aware of Martin Brazel, he's a very, very, very good trainer. Trains on the Curragh in Kildare, is very, very shrewd. Has had 3 winners from his last 8 runners and another 3 horses out of those 8 placed. He's in cracking form, and I wouldn't rule that one out at all.
I'm with Tom Khashari. I think he's a lot in hand. He's, as I said in the handicap videos, he came off, I think it was over a 600 daybreak. It's not many horses rated, was he 135 or something like that? That Willie Mullins and Rich Ritchie are going to keep.
He was rated 135. When he made his comeback, he was rated 135. He's now off 144 in Ireland and 146 in the UK.
Yeah. So just on the 135 before he came back, there's not many horses that Willie's going to keep in training and Rich Ritchie's going to keep a hold of that they don't think has a lot of ability. And it's that alone is one of the reasons. But his win at Cork was good, the way he went away with his business. He was as big as his bull. But yeah, I think he's going to take a world of beating in this. So that's him. Now, on to the Queen Mother Champion Chase. Shakan Puswa is even money. Altior 7s. Nube Negra is 8s. Polita Slow is 10s. Put the kettle on 12s. First Flow 14s. Silas Emery 20s. Min 20s. So Royale 20s, 25 to 1 bigger. The rest. Tom. Shakan. Steering job, or are we looking for something to beat him?
Yeah, I don't think we're looking for something to beat him. Yeah, look, he looks an absolute aeroplane. The day at Leopardstown, a lot of his runs, he's put the race to bed down the back in Leopardstown. They've let him bowl and let him jump, and the race has been over. Paul actually sat on him until he jumped the second last at the Dublin Racing Festival. And that gear to go through them just looked unbelievable. I was saying to you, lads, if I could have a spin on one in training at the minute, I think he'd nearly be it, because he just jumped so well, and I think you can do whatever you want with him. The only chink in his armour is that he hasn't any Cheltenham Festival experience. But he doesn't look like a horse that's going to bother him. Yeah, look, I'm going to take him on, as in I'm not going to take him on. I'm going to find one to back each way, and it's definitely put the kettle on for me. I can't believe she's still 12 to 1 in the place. Mm-hmm. Her Cheltenham form is unbelievable. She'll like the better ground as well. Arca winners have a good record in this, and look, she's going to struggle to beat Shakan, but I think there's a couple in there that she can definitely shake them up. And yeah, I'm kind of excited enough about her as an each way prospect at 12s.
What do you think, Shakan? Put kettle on each way?
I watched a few previews, and there's been some strange things put up on for races.
Share.
And I'm nearly sure Tony Keenan said Silas Emery in this had an each way chance. That thing has no hope in this race. Hasn't the hope.
They
And
get paid to say that shit. Like,
your main man from Paddy Power said Vindication is a really good bet in the Stayers hurdle. Now,
who said that?
now that's God's honest fact. Right? I could be wrong about Silas Emery, but I think Tony Keenan was, because I was just watching it and listening, and I was like, did I just hear that? Because he jumped well the last day. He hasn't hope.
He jumped well.
Tony Keenan is going to give you some abuse if that's not true.
I don't mind.
Rightfully
It
so.
is what it is. But there's been some strange ones. Vindication has to be the worst. Stairs out of Vindication. Imagine that.
Someone else said Monkfish is useless.
Yeah, that's true as well. But he's not useless.
Clickbait. That's clickbait.
Shakan should win.
Or just stupidity, Tom.
I think he, like, as Tom kind of went through it all, not that I don't think he can't win, but there's stuff there to take him on with. He should win, but I do think he's not the best finisher and not been around Cheltenham, but he's the worthy favourite, should win. I'd be the exact same as Tom, put the kettle on each way. It's the obvious each way betting this.
Yeah, I don't really buy into, like, yes, of course, Cheltenham form is the be all of end all. It comes around every year. But for a horse like Shakan, I don't think it matters that much. Yes, if it's a horse that's not as good as him, he's that athletic that I doubt is going to bother him whatsoever. Yes, it's a negative.
Like you in your early teens. Athleticism.
Yeah, I was good back then. Now I'm like, who am I like?
Now you're
like Frankel, a stud.
Can't do any training. You have a bad back and your ears don't work.
Don't need earplugs. I'll be Willie Munn's dream. But yeah, Shakan, look, is worthy favourite. He's done everything he needs.
Shashan
Pushwa. Shashan Pushwa.
Oh, that day was brilliant.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last year.
Shashan Pushwa.
No.
Yeah. No, that's you.
Yeah, I know.
That's not me. Yeah, Shaka's, I'm on the same page as the lads. Put the kettle on. By far the best each way bet in this. Arkle winners coming on to Champion Chasers have unbelievable records. Henry's done it before with size in Europe. He knows what it takes. She's 3 from 3 at Cheltenham. She's going to love the track, the better ground, whatever she done in Ireland, just forget about it. This time last year, she's had to get beat off Robin DiCarlo, for the love of God, and she went on to win the Arkle. So forget about whatever she's done here. I know she was booked the last time she ran at Leopardstown. Forget about it. 12-1. I think she's each way bet to nothing. Newbury Negra, for the love of God, I can't have him whatsoever. Just can't. That race just fell to pieces last time at Kempton when he beat Altior.
Altior will turn that form around.
Yeah, Altior will.
I think you will.
Yeah, I think he'll turn it around handsomely. We can't forget Altior. We can't not mention Altior. He's unbeaten at Cheltenham. He's a multiple champion chase winner, a multiple Grade 1 winner.
I love seeing him win, but it's just highly unlikely.
It is high. The only way he'll win, I say, if Shakan tips up or something like that.
There's been...
But the thing you said...
favourites falling in this before and strange results, so...
Thing you touched on there.
Duvan got beat at 2-9 in this.
Yeah,
and Cordo Star got beaten this as well. He was heavy favourite as well. He fell at the third fence, I think.
Yeah, so in Europe, I think got beat at odds on in this by Finian's Rainbow.
Yeah. It's been a strange one. They go so fast, you can fall. You know what I mean? They're flying.
I just want to touch on something you said. Shakan's finishing kick. That's a worry with the hill. But then I looked back on it. The race at Leopardstown have been 2 miles, 1 furlong. It's been the extra furlong, but so I think he get away with it. But if there is anyone that's going to get it, it is Altior. Yeah. With his finish. I know his legs are probably not as fast as they used to be at the age of him. But he always turns up when he's obviously fit at the festival.
I just hope he turns up. I hope it's not on Sunday that he's pulled out for a stone bruise or this, or he's not well or something. Just let the horse run. If he doesn't run well,
I hope they all turn up here, and I really hope Shakan does, because I feel he kind of deserves one of these. I think he's such a good horse, and if he doesn't win one of these championship races, it'll just always be there on his form book that he hasn't.
Yeah, he needs to win one of these big races for people to really say, yeah, he's the real deal.
Like we had the pleasure of actually seeing him up in Punchestown.
Oh, he was
electric.
Day, yeah.
He beat Defi Desai in the novice chase, the Grade 1 novice chase. he had the thing won halfway down the back straight.
Yeah. When he took it up, I think with 2 out, just the burst of speed there was unbelievable.
I remember like yesterday, he turned in for the home straight. I mean, you just looked at each other and went, "Wow."
Oh. I was up there last year at the Dublin Race Festival when he beat Min, and again he put that race to bed down the back, and Min like obviously wants a bit further, like Altior kind of shapes as if he does. Min wasn't really coming back to him. He put that race to bed and he kept on galloping, and you stand at the bottom of Leopardstown. There's enough of a hill up to the finish as well. But I think the last day was a bit of a test, as in to see could they ride him a bit differently, and I think now they know they can. They can sit and wait. He doesn't have to go and get competitive free out and try and put the race to bed. I think he can sit there on him and put the race to bed 2 out and go from there. So
yeah, I think there'll be a lot of pace where Paul can afford to sit off it, where they'll just start coming back to him, and then he can just jump himself into the race. Mm-hmm. I could see Paul just letting him off, the rest of them go off and do what they have to do for, I'd say, 3/4 of the race, and then he put him into the race. I'd say his jump will even take him there. He won't have to do anything. All on the Shakan with Honeysuckle. Put the kettle on.
Put the kettle
on to follow home.
Yeah, I think we're all on that.
Right. This is one of my favourite races of the week. I just love it as a spectacle. It's unreal. Like, just going around jumping cheese wedges, people headbutting ditches.
Just miserable, Dave. You're just miserable.
I just want unbelievable race. No. I want to see the one that they had in Germany where they have the pool in the middle of the place, or the lake, and if the swim the lake. Yeah, that's the best thing I ever seen.
Did you see it?
Have you seen that, Tom?
I did. Yeah, I saw a few funny comments underneath saying, "Why didn't your horse win? Oh, he drowned."
Oh my God! Moving swiftly on.
It's true.
It's over to the cheese wedges with a paddle across the Irish Sea over to Ruby's double.
It's literally a lake. Like
it was deep as well.
3 horses just disappeared.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it was deep.
It was like the Bermuda Triangle of horse racing. God,
I was amazed. That some of the jockeys managed to stay on. I couldn't believe it.
I was expecting the first time I saw it was when they go through it. It was like, remember what they used to have in Punchestown, little splash pool in the cross country. Just see it, just go boom.
And they go boom.
It's like, what the hell is going on here?
I thought it was great anyway.
The horse bolted up that one.
Yeah,
he's a good doggy paddle on him.
Oh,
moving on. Cross country chase. Do love this race. Easy Land for the 6th time this year has been found not to be dead.
Did you see the fucking tweets and all that fake accounts, everything? Just painful. There was a text that there was a tweet that went out that racing was cancelled in France due to equine herpes, and I text Jason, and for those of you who aren't watching, Jason's a friend of mine, and he also looks after Easy's Land over at David Cotan's in France. And I said, "Oh my God, have you seen this?" And he was like, "No, what?" And I was like, "Oh God, I can't believe I'm the first one to tell him." Turned out it was complete horseshit. So there's just so much said about Easy's Land, but he's had genuine excuses for not running. It's not like he's been injured. He's had genuine excuses, and they basically are. The ground was too fast that they didn't want to risk him in December. And then they were going to bring him down to Po, but they had a virus down in Po, so they didn't want to bring him down there to the rest of the horses.
Are you having a big bet on him, Tom? Tell the people.
I have got him in a double with the horse we'll come to in the Fox Hunters.
So no is what you're saying.
Well, I'm not in a big bet on him at like 7-4 in a cross country race, no. But I've got a nice double on. What's wrong with you?
You love this horse, and you have to.
You stick up from so much,
but you have to put your money where your mouth is.
I do. Especially for a double, it's a big bet for me. I have a €50 double on Easy's Land, and it came to pass to win the Fox Hunters, which pays out £1,500. So
that was the biggest politician's answer ever. But there you go.
That's a decent bet, lads. 2-1 in the cross country race. A decent bet.
Would you?
You know, I hope Tiger Roll wins. He's probably not going to win.
Oh,
I'd love to
jeez.
see. Imagine Altior wins and then Tiger Roll wins after it. What a double that'd be. I don't like this race, but shady operator.
You can go make the coffee while this race is on.
Shady operator. End of Bulger. That's End of Bulger, isn't it? It is. He's the new End of Bulger. He's the new End of Bulger. Cheese.
You go fit on about
Cheese wedges kid. Yeah, I go for him.
That's in the boulder, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that one. That'll do.
Yeah, he'll do.
Look, Easy's Land is a better chance now because he actually has a jockey on him. Not
Jonathan
not a Paris taxi driver. But he's still stop now. He still needs heavy ground, so I wouldn't be for Easy Land.
Look,
Okay.
if Easy Land turns up the same form he does last year, he whoops these.
Okay, he doesn't need soft ground. He's better on soft ground.
You're right. He needs that lake from Germany. Right.
He does not need
He needs
the
that to be transported to Cheltenham, just dropped.
He won the cross country race in December in 2019 on good to soft ground.
He's the only horse in that race, Tom. The rest of them are mice.
Yeah, but that's the same in this race. It's the same in this race. He was also in November when he wasn't half fit. He gave weight to everything on good ground, and he was only beaten 9 lengths, and he got looked after that day. He literally gave everything a stone and 8 pounds. Like, it's off levels.
I give Dave
How is he not going to reverse that form? Like, Potter's Corner has been running like absolute dirt, to be honest.
Some neck is the one that follows them home.
He's been running terribly. Christian Williams isn't having the best of seasons at all.
Do you know what? I said I'm after doing. How many match bets am I after doing already? 3. I'll do 2 more. You have Eastland. I'll take the whole field.
Bad bet for me considering he's 6th of all, but as it's in aid of the Irish Horse Welfare Trust, you're on, Dave.
Okay.
So I should be making notes of these, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you need to take notes.
Yeah, you should definitely take.
Now we can go. Robbie will probably have them all anyway. He'll send them to me and I'll lose them.
50 quid in the Swanee.
Yeah. You know what? I don't mind losing 50 quid if it's going to the Horse Welfare Trust.
Oh, it's a charity donation anyway.
Yeah.
How funny would it be if Tiger O came out and won by 20 lengths and
Come on, Tiger.
the national?
Imagine.
I honestly think if he wins, loses, can't draw because that can't happen.
Can't.
I think he'll be retired after the race, whatever happens.
So do I. I think that's what'll happen.
I think that's why I took him out of the national.
I think when he pulls up halfway round, then they probably have to retire him.
Why would you say a thing like that?
That's what happened the last time, isn't it?
Move on.
Remember the days he used to be really subdued and wouldn't give out about any horse. Now he's just abusing them all. I like the new Tom.
How kind of cranky is he's got?
It's true.
He's always old.
He reminds me of my granddad. My granddad used to hit the dog with a stick. He used to hit the dog with the stick. Here, bring over the ball, take the ball, throw the ball, and hit her with the stick. Then, so what are you doing? Like?
Sorry, I thought that was the ball. It's like me when I played football. Ball was gone.
Sorry,
kicked
I couldn't see what I was doing there. You can plainly
Excuse
see.
me when I take my stud out your forward.
You're wearing glasses there. You know what you're doing.
But yeah, I think Easyland wins. Turns up like last year, he wins. But I think Subneck at 14-1 is the each way bet. Moving swiftly on. Johnny Henderson, Close Brothers, Handicap Chase.
The Grand Annual.
Sorry. It's the Grand Annual. Right. In Bitter, the 7s. In Chukas is 15-2. Sky Pirate 8s. The Shunter is in a 10s. Zanza is 9-1. Tamarack de Martin is 14s. You're impressed there, weren't you?
Yes.
You looked very swiftly after I said that. Away with the Sea is 16s. Chosen Mate is 16s. Is that in your way?
No.
And 20-1. Bigger the rest. In Bitter, your handicap plot job of the year.
I know Tom put him up in the first video for each way in the Arkle. I said it, I think, back in November. I think he's a handicap plot job. He's quite short now. I have him at better prices than 6 and 7-1, but I still think he's a really good chance. He's grade 1 form in a handicap. And then I think I said Zanza as well in the handicap video each way. So those two for me in this one.
Tom, who's for you?
Yeah, I was putting him bitted up. If you ran him in the Arkle, I'd give him a chance of being placed. My problem with him in this, he's clearly got an outstanding chance, is he just doesn't win that often. I can't see him outside the first four at all. As I said, that county hurdle form from last year is good. It's just the last time he won was November 19, and it was winning a maiden hurdle. That puts me off at a short enough price. I said on the last video, a Waiver to See has a couple of options. He's this one or the Plate. I fancy him in Eva. So look, if he turned up in this, I'd give him a good chance.
One for me is in Chukas. I think this has been the plan for a long time. He's, as I said in the handicap video, he's fallen behind Unexpected, Blackbow, Size and Potsy, and Daily Tiger. It's kind of Joseph O'Brien giving him a lot of experience in races. It's a handy mark. It's carrying 10-7. 15-2, I know short enough for this. He'd be my main pick, and one who Dave will slate me for saying, as he did. The other one is Us and Them. He loves Cheltenham. He's been placed in an Arkle. He's gone down on the weights again. This has been the plan, I'd say, again for him. He was third in it last year, which I think last year was a better race, and I wouldn't be without giving him a chance of 16-1. But I think in Chukas there's a lot of potential, and I think in Bitter than the Chukas are the two ones to really focus on. I think Sky Pirates' mark has gone. They made a balls of that during the season. They had a lovely mark till they went off and racing again, but Shunter, he's going Carl Cup, I think, is it? They said today.
I don't know.
Could be wrong.
He's entering about 12 race.
But yeah, that's my pick for that. If you want our proper analysis again, you can check out our handicap video for the Cheltenham Festival. Moving on to the Weatherbys Champion Bumper. This is the second worst race I just can't stand. Kilcrow is 15-8. Sir Gerhard is 2s. Three Stripe Life is 8s. Hollow Games 20s. Let's Be Clear About It is 20s. Ellis Spell is 25s. Eric's Blood Axe, look at him. He's back. 25s. Grungy is 25s. And Bigger the rest. 2-horse race? Or is Three Stripes Life a bit nice value at 8-9-1?
Eric Bloodaxe had great form last year, but it's strange to see him back in here. Three Stripe Life for me. I'll definitely take on the front two. I think Three Stripe Life could be class.
Ooh. Tom, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's like we were saying on a couple of the other videos, this is a race that I just have a look at the market 5 minutes before, and I might have a fiver on 2 or 3 horses, and I'm inclined to do the same thing again. I don't know. I think the Irish form nearly always comes to the fore in this, and Kilcroot and Sir Gerhard have long been touted as very, very good animals, and it would not be any surprise at all to see the two of them fight it out and be a good few lengths clear, a little bit like Envoy Allen and Malone Road did. No, Envoy Allen.
Blue
Sari and Malone Road did.
Blue
Sari and Envoy Allen. When did Malone Road didn't even run in this?
Didn't he run?
He's been injured since 2004.
Head loss. But the two of them fought it out, and they were a long way clear anyway. That wouldn't surprise me. However, I'm probably inclined to go for one of the Gordon Elliott horses, or Denise Foster horses, as they're going to be. Probably have a fiver on one of those, and probably Free Stripe Life and Hollow Games being the two. Eric Bloodaxe, if he turns up, is very, very interesting. Beat Fernie Hollow.
Just cuts across you.
Yeah, he's right.
Just burst.
You can't hear it anyway.
I can see his belt moving, so I presume he's starting across me. Look, the top two, Kilcrow and Sir Gerhard, they've form ties in. Well, let's be clear about it. One. Look, I'm not backing it.
Yeah, you're going to back Three Stripe Life.
I was just going to say I'm not backing something at 15-8 or 2-1. in a champion bumper. I'm back in three stripes life. And I might have a little pop on Grand G as well at 25-1.
And you know what? Don't be surprised if Ramillies turns the form with Kilcrut around.
Willie Mullins is convinced
Ramillies
is better than Kilcrut.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if that turns around.
And I think that run at Leopardstown was too bad to be true.
They went too hard in front, it would seem.
So, yeah.
It looks too good to be true, doesn't it?
So, yeah, 25-1. He's a huge price.
Willie certainly seems to think Ramillies is the better horse between the two. So, just mad. There'd be mad results in this race. Briar Hill won this 25-1 with Ruby on it 1 year.
Yeah.
Just Relegate won it as well.
Relegate 33s, Q card at about 700-1. So
that's true. You want far off it. It's one where you don't second guess yourself. If you fancy something at a huge price, just go with it.
There's way better short price favourites than Kilcrut. Way better.
Yeah. If you take and get Kilcrut 15-8 or Appreciated 6-4, I'll take Appreciated every day of the week.
It's like a 2-year-old race at Royal Ascot. You're just tilting at windmills.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Look. Right, that's the last one of day 2. So naps and next best, and then we'll move on to day 3. Tom, you go first this time.
My nap is Easysland, and my next best is Bob Ollinger.
My nap is Gayard and Mayneil. My next best is You Raise Me Up each way in the Coral Cup.
Look, the obvious one would be Monkfish, but I'm not going to put him up at that price. Bob Ollinger, my nap. My next best, Easyland, for day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. So now we're going to move on to day 3 on our next video. So once you finish this, check out our day 3 video, which will be up straight after this.